Hi, welcome to Wild Flow. My name is Kate, and today's practice we're going to touch on shoulders, a little bit of hips, and we'll see where we go from there. So as always, I invite you to listen to your body. So lean in when you can and rest if you need. So we're going to start in a seated position. So you can sit on your backside, you can sit on your shins, wherever feels nice. Just your hands onto your thighs. Roll your shoulders back and down a couple times. And sitting nice and tall. Crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling. Just really feeling the ground or the mat underneath you and getting grounded. Start breathing in and out through your nose. And just allow yourself to arrive in your practice on your mat. And just take this opportunity to notice the sounds around you and just let them wash over you. Try not to engage with them too much. Just focusing on your breath and allowing it to just gently flow in and out organically through your nose. And start to bring a little bit more awareness to that breath and start to smooth it out and lengthen it out a little bit. Especially the exhale. So as you breathe into your ribs and feel your ribs expand 360 degrees. So feel them grow, feel the little intercostal muscles in between your ribs get bigger and broaden. And then as you breathe out, really gently draw your belly in towards your spine. Pelvic floor lifts just really gently. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha to push the breath out. Inhale to your ribs. Exhale, gentle squeeze. Lengthen it out, smooth it out. Another couple of those. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Make it big and deep, biggest breath you've taken all day. And the longest exhale you could possibly take. So when you get to the end of your exhale, see if you can just push a little bit more breath out. Nice. As you inhale next, take your arms wide. See if you can touch the walls on either side. So reach as far as you can. Then reaching up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. Just pressing your thumbs into your sternum. Maybe keeping your eyes closed if that feels okay. Take a breath in, keep your hands where they are, but lift your chest. And as you exhale, interlace your fingers, press your hands away and start to roll through your back body. So draw your belly in towards your spine. Get a little protraction in your shoulder blades, so a little rounding in your back body. Inhale, take the hands up to the sky, palms facing up still. And then exhale, just stay here, soften your shoulders. Inhale, reach a little taller through your hands and side waist. Exhale, come down, find a cactus arms, bending either elbow. Then on the breath in, squeeze your shoulder blades together to lift the heart. Maybe gaze comes up as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, release your hands down behind, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift the chest, draw your hands away from you. And then exhale, stay here. Right, inhale, start to release the bind, take your hands wide, sweep it all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, come on down. Now interlace the weird finger on top. So you probably did your comfy side first, so do the other side. Inhale, lift your chest, keep your hands where they are. Exhale, press your hands away. Roll through your back body, belly to spine. Tuck your chin. Inhale, hands come up towards the ceiling. Sit up tall. Exhale, find your cactus arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, spark your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. So squeeze the shoulder blades to push your heart towards the ceiling. Exhale, release down, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest, draw your hands away from you. And then exhale, just release through the hands. Nice. Coming with me onto your hands and knees. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips or thereabouts. Really push the floor away, spread your fingers nice and wide. Extend your crown to the front of the room, tailbone to the back of the room. Beautiful. From here, you're going to walk your hands, just one hand space forward towards the top of your mat. Tuck your toes. Take a breath in to broaden your chest. As you exhale, press through your hands to lift your knees. So just hovering your knees off the mat here. Inhale, breathe into your ribs. Exhale, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, little squeeze. Another breath in. As you exhale, press it back and find a downward facing dog. So pedal out your dog. As always, I invite you just to walk out your dog here. Any dog, pedal it out, drop a heel down, drop a hip down. And then you're going to find a little bit of stillness here. And when you find the stillness, make sure that you're pressing firmly in to your forefinger and your thumb, little bend in your elbows, wrapping your armpits under. On your next breath in, come right up onto your tippy toes as high as you can. Start to wave your body forward so you're bringing your shoulders over your wrists. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, press it down to find that knee hover again. Inhale, find your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll your body forward, find your high plank. Exhale, find your knee hover, so your hips go back just slightly. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, tippy toes, roll your body forward to really activate your whole front body, lift it away from the floor. Exhale, find the hover, hips go back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. From here, you're going to walk your hands towards your feet. So walking them up, then taking a ragdoll here. So bend your knees as much as you need to find some connection between your upper body and your thighs. Grab hold of either elbow and just let yourself sway here side to side. Have a little play with your weight, roll your shoulders. Beautiful. From here, release your hands down to the floor. Pick up your toes, draw them up towards your shins. Spread your toes nice and wide and then just gently place them down onto the floor. As you inhale, take a few breaths. So push through your feet, squeeze your belly, come to stand. Nice and slow. And then finding Tadasana. So in Tadasana, you've got your inner arches lifted, sending your energy all the way up your legs so your kneecaps are lifted, your thighs are on. Your butt's tucked under just slightly, so just so you're not poking your butt out and you're not thrusting forward. Nice neutral pelvis, belly draws in. Crown grows up towards the ceiling. Spread your fingers wide, roll your shoulders back and down your spine. Next breath in, take your arms wide, reach up tall. As you exhale, find your heart center. Interlace your fingers, press the hands away. Then on your next breath in, reach your hands up towards the sky. And then from here, as you breathe out, you're going to start to tip over to the right hand side. So really gently tipping over, keeping pressing firmly through the left foot. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, you're going to keep your hips pointed forward, but you're going to take your left hand forward and your right hand back. So finding a twist just in the upper body here. So hips forward, firmly press through both feet. Inhale, come back to center with the hands face forward. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Beautiful. One more time, either side. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Maybe take the gaze over to the right. Inhale, come back to center. And then over to the left. Exhale. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Taking a halfway lift here, fingers to the floor, maybe your shins, wherever feels nice to find a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands to the front of the mat, finding a downward facing dog. Breathing here. On your next breath in, roll your body forward, finding a high plank. And then as you exhale, start to lower your knees to the floor. Inhale, broaden your chest. As you exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet into the mat, peel your chest away from the floor, little baby cobra, squeeze your elbows behind, exhale down to the floor. Another 2 of those, so really press firmly into the feet, finding length rather than height, exhale down. 1 more time, belly on, thighs on, inhale, exhale, find a downward facing dog, pressing it all the way back. Full breath in, full breath out. Walk your feet up towards your hands. So coming to the front of your mat, finding a forward fold here, and just letting everything release down. Little dangle, maybe grip hold of either elbows, maybe interlace your hands on the back of your neck. Releasing your hands down to the floor. When you're ready, coming to stand on a breath in, so push through your feet. Come all the way up. Sweep your hands up, reach up, look up. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Take a round of breath. On your next breath in, reach your hands up towards the sky. And as you exhale, take a seat, Tadasana, so sitting down. From here, bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to take a couple of breaths to arrive here and get here. When you arrive, what you're going to do is start to bring your weight into your left foot. And you're going to pick up your right foot. So it might be just your right heel. It might be your whole foot. Or you might bring your knee in towards your chest. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, tip your body forward. Tip, tip, tip forward. You might need to rest your fingers on the floor or keep your hands to heart. Send the right foot up to the sky as you breathe in. As you exhale, step it back, finding a low lunge. On your next breath in, sweep your arms up to the sky, finding a crescent. Breath in, breath out. As you breathe in, find a little bit more length in the side waist here. And then as you breathe out, bend both knees to hover your back knee off the floor, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, stretch up all the way, straighten through the back leg. As you exhale, come on down one more time. Inhale, reach up. Beautiful. Exhale, start to rotate, right hand forward, left hand back. You're finding that nice, beautiful twist in your crescent lunge. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring your right hand down towards the floor. Easy twist. So settling yourself in here, just softening in and out of the hips, pressing into the heel of the front foot, maybe finding a little bit more rotation, looking up at the ceiling. Take a full inhale, full exhale. From here, you're going to pick up your front foot and you're going to bring it back about halfway and turn all 10 toes to the left-hand side. So you're going to come onto the knife edge of your back foot, keeping the hand up nice and high. You're going to reach up, reach forward to the front of the room, inhale. And then as you exhale, start to lower the hips, reach to the back of the mat, drop the hips a little bit, pressing firmly into that right shoulder. Inhale, reach up, reach forward all the way, lift the hips. As you exhale, both hands to the floor. And here you might find a high to low plank. You might take a vinyasa, you might take a back bend, you might just take a straight to downward facing dog. Big breath in, full breath out. Making your way to the front of the mat, you can step, you can jump, you can walk, hop, I don't mind. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, finding an Utkatasana straight away, sweep it up, sitting down. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. All right, from here, you're going to bring your weight into your right foot this time. Pick up your left heel, whole foot, or knee to chest. And then as you exhale, start to tip yourself forward. Maybe you keep your hands at your heart, or if you're wobbly like me today, you might bring both hands to the floor. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, finding your low lunge. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, finding crescent lunge. And exhale, just settling in. Beautiful. Find a bit more length in your side waist as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, bending both knees, lowering down, hovering your back knee. Inhale, reach up, straighten through the back leg. Exhale, come back down. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back, finding a twist. Stay for the inhale to lengthen your side waist. As you exhale, bring your left hand down to the floor, right hand to the sky, easy twist. Just taking your time here, knowing that we're going to step that front foot back. So get really grounded through the left hand. Make sure your left shoulder is over your left wrist. When you're ready, stepping that foot back, all 10 toes, point to the right hand side. Breathe in, reach forward, lift the hips. Breathe out, lower down, reach back. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, finding either your high plank to down dog or taking a high to low plank vinyasa. Exhale, press it back. Full breath in, full breath out. Making your way to the front of the mat. And then on your next breath in, finding Utkatasana again. So sit the hips down, lift your chest. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Bring your weight into your left foot, pick up your right foot, heel or knee to chest. As you exhale, tip yourself forward, crown towards the floor. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, step it back. Crescent lunge. As you exhale, take your right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, easy twist, right hand to floor. Step the foot back, 10 toes to the side. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, lower the hips, reach back. Inhale, reach forward, sweep it up, lift your hips, push through your right hand, finding your vinyasa or just coming back to a downward facing dog. Full round of breath in your down dog. And then making your way to the front of the mat. Halfway lift here. Fold it forward, exhale. Utkatasana, take a seat. Lift the chest, drop the hips. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your weight into your right foot. Maybe lift the heel, the whole foot, or the knee to chest. Exhale, tip your crown forward. Lift the knee up and lift the foot up on the inhale. Exhale, step it back. Finding your low lunge and breathing up to a crescent lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. A breath in, find length. Exhale, come forward. Left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky. Beautiful. Start to step the right foot back. All 10 toes to the right. Next breath in, reach forward, lift your hips. Exhale, lower down, reach back. Inhale, reach forward, stretch it up. And then finding your high to low plank. Maybe you use your knees. Maybe you skip it entirely. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's take a few breaths here in a resting pose. It might be down dog. You might lower your forearms to the floor for a dolphin. You might bring your knees wide, toes together for a child's pose. Wherever you are, take a few breaths and just allow yourself to settle on in. Reset, recenter. Another 2 breaths wherever you are in your resting pose. Breathing deep. When you're ready, coming back and finding yourself in a downward facing, resting more if you need, but otherwise meeting back in downward facing. Take a full breath in, full breath out. As you breathe in, take your right leg up towards the sky, sweep it all the way up. As you exhale, come forward, bring your right elbow, your right knee to your right wrist. Then bring your right knee to your left wrist. Keep breathing here. Right knee to left armpit, sweep it up. Right knee to right armpit. Inhale your foot to the sky. And come back to downward facing. Other side, left leg lifts up, sweep it up. As you exhale, your left knee to left wrist. Left knee to right wrist. Right armpit. Left armpit. Foot to sky, press it up. Downward facing. Right leg lifts straight away, sweep it up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, roll your body forward, look towards your right hand and place your right foot down somewhere near your right hand. Now, if it doesn't make it first go, grab hold of your ankle and just bring it up there. What we're really looking for doesn't have to be graceful, but we're looking for a nice long stance, which is why we say put it near your right hand. Drop your back knee down. Then inhale, sweep your arms up, finding a modified crescent. So when you're in your modified crescent, if this is too intense, hands to knee, take a bit of pressure off your lower back. What you're going to do here is actively draw your back knee towards your front heel. So kind of squeeze them together like a pair of scissors. And as you're squeezing them together, take a breath in, maybe reach a little taller. Keep squeezing them as you take your pelvis down towards your right heel. So keep squeezing as you press the pelvis down. Inhale, come out a little bit. Exhale, lower down. Keep squeezing the knee and the heel together. And one more time, come up a little bit. Exhale, come down. Awesome. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out a little bit to the side. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists, or your wrists are underneath your shoulders rather. Tucking your back toe. Finding a nice lifted lizard here. So you're going to lift the chest and lower your hips down. Keep drawing your right knee in nice and tight. Gaze is just in front of you on the floor. So you're not cranking your neck by looking forward, keeping your chin tucked. Take a deep breath here. Full breath out. One more inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, lower your back knee down. And then you're going to walk your right foot in so that your feet are on train tracks here. So you're not like on a tightrope, you've got a little bit of space. Start to press back, finding half Hanuman Asana. So straightening through the front leg, bringing the hips over your back knee, drawing your toes back towards your face. Keep drawing your right hip back and your left hip forward. Take a breath in to find a bit of lift in your upper body. As you exhale, just allow yourself to fold forward. Beautiful. From here, take your left hand down onto the floor in front of you, so underneath your shoulder. Peel your right hand up to the sky for a twist. Take another breath here. And then exhale, lower both hands to the floor. Awesome. From here, walk your hands forward, bend through your front knee. Pick up your back knee. Press into the mat with your hands, send your front foot to the sky for a three-legged dog. Sweep it up. And then as you exhale, bring both feet to the floor, bring your knees to the floor, keep your hips above your knees, walk your hands forward, finding a puppy pose. So heart melting down towards the floor, maybe your chin rests on the floor, maybe your forehead, but really pressing into the floor with your hands, evenly pressing in through both knees. If the floor's a little bit too far away today, come up onto your forearms and just let your heart drop down in between your shoulders. Keep your belly on nice and tight, breathing into the ribs, breathing out, a little gentle drawing through Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Take another full breath in, full breath out. Scoot yourself forward, finding a Sphinx pose. So lying down onto your belly, you've got your elbows underneath your shoulders, hands flat onto the floor, fingers spread nice and wide. Pressing into the elbows on the floor, so you're lifting up out of your shoulder blades. So you're not sort of sinking down into your shoulder joints, you're pushing the mat away, pressing the tops of your feet into the floor, lifting your belly away, pressing your pubic bone in, and then you're going to just really gently grip the mat with your hands and draw your heart through your shoulders. So it's a really active pose. Legs are on, belly's on, shoulders away from your ears, gripping the mat with the floor, gripping the mat with your hands. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, slowly roll down to the floor. Alrighty, from here, You're going to take both hands out to the side. So cactus arms here. Keep your forehead onto the floor just for the moment. Now pick up your left hand and place it just a little bit closer to your face. Bend through your left knee. And then you're going to start to push into the mat with your left hand and rolling your body onto the side. So stretching out through your shoulder. So that left foot comes up over the top, right temple rests down onto the floor. Now if this is too full on in your shoulders, straighten out your right arm. If this is too much in your lower back, straighten out the top leg and press through the heel. It'll just take it out of your lower back a little bit. Take a full breath in, a long slow breath out. Awesome. Release, come back to center. Bring your hands either side of your ribs. As you breathe in, push into the floor, coming into an up dog. Thighs lift, shoulders away from your ears, wrists under your shoulders, little tuck of your chin. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, find a downward facing dog. Press it back. Awesome. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky, sweep it up. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in, look towards your left hand this time. Plant your foot down, somewhere near your left hand, and then lowering down your back knee. Inhale, sweep it up, finding a crescent lunge. Now back toe can be tucked or untucked, just check in with your kneecap. It'll tell you what it wants to do. All right, from here, you're gonna squeeze the legs together. So remember, front heel, back knee. Squeeze them together like a pair of scissors. Take a breath in, find a bit more length. As you exhale, lower your hips down towards your front heel. Keep squeezing the legs together. Inhale, come out just slightly. Exhale, lower down. One more time, come out just slightly. And then lower down. Finding a little bit more space in your hips there, in your hip flexors. Take another deep inhale. As you exhale, bring both hands to the floor on the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out to the side. Wrists and hands under shoulders. Tuck your back toe. Lift up your back knee. Lower your hips. Lift your chest. Squeeze your left knee in nice and tight to your left arm. Finding a high lizard. And take a deep inhale through your nose. Full exhale. Releasing your back knee down. If it's lifted, walking your left foot in towards the center. Then pressing back, finding your half Hanuman Asana. Drawing your toes back towards your face. Hips over back knee. Inhale to lift the chest. Find some length in your spine. Exhale, softening down towards the floor. Keep drawing that right hip forward and your left hip back. Place your right hand on the floor in front of you, down underneath your shoulder or your face. Inhale, peel your left hand up towards the sky. Finding a twist, checking in, takes a bit of balance. Take another deep inhale wherever you are. As you exhale, lower down to the floor. Awesome. Inhale, walk your hands forward, bend through the front knee, pick up the back knee. Inhale, your front foot to the sky, sweep it up three-legged. And then as you exhale, both feet to the floor, knees to the floor, hips over knees. Walk your hands forward, finding a puppy pose. Keep pressing firmly through both knees. Keep lifting your belly away from the floor. Soften your shoulders away from your ears as best you can. Take another deep inhale here. As you exhale, scoot yourself forward onto your forearms. Been here before, finding your Sphinx. Spreading the fingers wide, forearms parallel, pressing into the mat with the elbows. Tops of your feet press in, legs are strong, kneecaps are lifted. Draw your heart forward, soften your shoulders away from your ears. One last smooth, easy breath here. Exhale, slowly release down. From here, taking your cactus arms, forehead to the floor. Just taking a breath to set up, bringing your right hand towards your face. Bend your right knee, and then pushing into the mat with your right hand, coming on to stretch through the left shoulder. The right toes might touch down,
behind. Your knee might go up to the ceiling. It might just hang in space. But remember the option, if your lower back is cranky, straightening through the top leg, pressing through your heel. And again, if it's too much for you in your left shoulder, just take your arms straight, modifying as you need. Take a breath in. Full breath out. Slowly come back through center. Hands to either side of your ribs. Roll your shoulders back and down, pressing firmly into both hands. Start to lift your body away from the floor, finding an up dog, firmly pressing through the tops of your feet. And then as you exhale, press it back, finding a downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Alrighty, from here, you're gonna walk your feet in a little bit. So nice short dog here. So for most of us, it'll mean that your feet will be able to be flat on the floor and maybe a little bend in your knees. You're gonna bring your weight into your right hand, pick up your left fingertips and reach towards your right leg. So it might be up high, might be behind your knee. Maybe you can grab hold of your ankle, but keep pressing firmly into the right hand. And if you can get hold of something on your right leg, maybe using a little traction here, you can look up towards the ceiling underneath your right armpit. Breath in, slow breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hand to the floor. Other side. So press firmly into the left hand, pick up the right hand, reaching it across, seeing what you can grab hold of on the left leg. Maybe the ankle, the knee, the thigh. If you can't reach anything, just reach in that general direction. If you've got hold, bit of traction, looking up underneath your armpit, breath in. Easy breath out. One more breath in. Breath out. Nice, release the bind. Both hands to the floor. Take a full breath in here. Full breath out. Walk your hands towards your feet, coming all the way up. Then reaching up, standing up, pressing through your feet as you sweep it up towards the sky. Exhale your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Take a couple breaths here. Regroup, recenter. Finding a little full stop, new paragraph in your practice, just to reset, check out where you are. Full breath in, breath out. As you inhale, take your arms wide, sweep them up. And as you exhale, take a seat, finding Utkatasana again. So imagining you've got an invisible chair behind you and you're literally about to sit down. Have a look down, make sure you can see your toes. If you can see your toes, give them a wriggle. They should be reasonably light. Beautiful. Take a breath in, breath out, hands to heart center. As you inhale, you're going to come up onto your toes. So stay sitting down in your Utkatasana, but coming up onto your toes. Keep sitting down, keep your heart lifted, chest proud. Take a breath in. Maybe sit a little lower if you can. As you inhale, stay on your toes, reach up, stretch up. Beautiful. And as you exhale, you're going to come down nice and slow. So stay on your toes as best you can. If you're like me and you fall out, just jump back in. And then slowly, 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 hands to heart center. Bend the knees. You're going to come all the way down to a really, really slow squat. When you arrive in your squat, make your thighs parallel to the floor if you can. Soften your shoulders. Rest your drishti, your gaze, somewhere that's not moving. And just notice the little fluctuations that are happening in your body. One last breath here. And then as you breathe out, tip back your upper torso slightly and lower your knees to the floor. Nice and easy. Stay on your toes for a toe stretch. You're going to inhale your arms wide as you breathe in. As you breathe out, sweep your right arm underneath your left, finding Garudasana arms, so wrapping around. If you can find the bind, you're going to bring your palms of your hands together. If that's too intense, backs of your hands is fine. Otherwise, just give yourself a cuddle. If you've got the bind, bring your elbows up to around shoulder height, and then really gently draw your hands away from your face. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Drawing in through the belly, grow tall through your crown. Take one last breath here. As you exhale, release it out, sweep it wide like you're going to give someone a really big hug. And then as you exhale, left arm underneath. Wrap it round, finding whatever bind works for your body today. If you've got the bind, lift the elbows slightly, hands draw away from your face, soften your shoulders away from your ears, but remember to sit tall here. Breathe in, breathe out. Take one last breath. As you breathe out, unwind, stretch your arms wide. Beautiful. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, untuck your toes, sit down on the tops of your feet. Send your hands down towards the floor and maybe draw them away from your body. Lift your heart just for one last shoulder stretch. Beautiful. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then as you exhale, you're going to sweep your arms back and down and just finding an infant's pose. So forehead comes to the floor and just allowing yourself to settle. Checking in with the breath. Checking in with the body. One last breath here. Maybe a sigh out. Beautiful. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Scoot yourself to the back of your mat. And then really slowly starting to lie yourself down onto the floor. So slowly as you can, lowering down. Nice and easy. And then you're going to roll yourself onto your back body. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a well-earned hug. Maybe bring your forehead up towards your knees. And take your feet as wide as the mat. Take your arms out nice and wide. And then really slowly start to windscreen wipe your knees either side to side. So you're going to drop them down really slowly to one side. And then just staying with a nice, smooth, easy breath, bringing it over to the other. And as you keep windscreen wiping, you're slowly, slowly walking your feet away from you. So just releasing out through your back body, but just walking those feet slowly, slowly down towards the end of your mat. And then when you arrive, just let your feet drop out to the side. So maybe take your legs a little wider than you think you need. Let your feet drop out to the side. Roll your shoulders back and down your spine, palms facing up towards the sky, a little tuck of your chin. Take a deep inhale, so breathing all the way into your belly this time. So feel your belly expand as you breathe in. Maybe even put your hand on your belly to feel it. And then sigh it out. Another one, breathe into your belly. Sigh it out. Last one, breathe in deep. And a big sigh out. So same again, sigh out as much as you can. And then when you think you've breathed every last little bit of breath out, a little more. Come back to a natural breath. And just let your body breathe you here. And while you're lying here, just check in, noticing the sensation of your body lying on the mat, gravity. Maybe notice, again, tuning into the sounds of around you, inside, outside. And then bringing it back internal, so listening to the sounds and the vibrations in your body. Just noticing how each breath, one breath is different to the next. And when you are ready, take a deep breath in, a long, slow breath out. Take another full inhale all the way down to your fingers and toes. Long, easy breath out. Next breath in comes down to your fingers and toes. Start to wriggle them. And then as you breathe in, reach your arms overhead. Take a big stretch. Beautiful. Then bring your knees into your chest to give yourself one last big squeeze. When you're ready, rolling over onto your favorite side and allowing yourself one big full breath here. Before making your way up to a comfortable seated position. Maybe sitting on a block or a pillow, whatever you've got at home, cross-legged on your shins, whatever works. But wherever you are, sit really nice and tall. And then drop your shoulders down towards your spine. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a full breath in. Long breath out. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center. Breathe in deeply. Last breath. Breath out all the way as far as you can. Either keep your hands where they are or bring them back down to your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today.